everybody, welcome to Rebel Junk. My name is Erin. Today's unloved and unwanted junk comes to us from all the sales that I've had in January. So this is a little different than my usual what sold videos. Since I'm covering an entire month, I'm just going to do this in pictures. I recently had my highest sale to date for one item, and we're going to start with the lowest up to the highest. Let's get into it. This first item is from a set of dishes that you guys have been seeing me sell off. Typically buyers will get more than one piece at a time, which is why I was okay selling one piece for $6.49. However, I do typically prefer to have $10 or more on any item in my store. So these next few pieces are still going to be pieces that are under $10. However, some of them were priced at $10 or more, and I took a best offer. This item here was lower because it was in a lot of other items that did sell for $10 and above, but this one had the center of it broken out, so it did go for a lower price. You'll see more of these flowers later at prices that I prefer to sell them at. Most vintage wrapping paper that I sell, I price around $10. This one I did take a best offer. The buyer and I went back and forth a little bit and settled on $8. This vintage fan was an advertising piece for a funeral home, and it did come in a lot of other items. I typically would not have picked up this fan by itself. I have about 50 cents into it. Most items I buy are around 50 cents, $1, $2. If I paid up for something, I'll let you know. This set of Shackman reproduction Victorian Christmas ornaments came in a large lot that I purchased from a Mr. Buys a Lot auction. These typically I have listed around $10. I did take a best offer at $8.99. This set of plates I picked up at a charity garage sale over the summer, less than $1 into them. They did sell for $9, and I was actually just about ready to pull those out of inventory and donate them back to Goodwill. So I am glad that they sold. I think I had this cage listed up somewhere around $12 or $13 and took a best offer at $9. I did pick it up for $1.99, so not a great profit on that one, but still in the profit. This wallet I picked up probably for about $1, and it was in my sale, and so the price came down to $9.59 plus shipping. This pair of New with Tags Cuddle Duds fluffy socks, I either paid $1 for it at Goodwill or it came in my ThredUp rescue box, and in that case it would have been $2.50. So either way, at $9.99 plus shipping, they were profitable. This pair of vintage pantyhose sold for $9.99 plus shipping. This was either from an estate sale or the charity garage sale. Either way, they were $1 or less for me. I don't remember where I picked up this little trinket box, but I know it didn't stay listed for long, maybe just a couple days. Sold for $10 plus shipping. This sale was over on Poshmark LuLaRoe leggings that I've been selling off. This one sold for $10 plus partial shipping, so I paid $2 of the shipping. I typically sell these at $12 with shipping, so I must have taken a best offer on that one. This Port Marion Botanic teacup sold for $10.39. It was in my store-wide sale. This is from a set of dishes that I purchased on Facebook Marketplace, and we've been in the profit on this one for quite a while. This Precious Moments piece I picked up new in box at a charity garage sale, so less than $1. I don't typically pick up Precious Moments, but I did comp this one out when I found it, and for the price that I got it, it was profitable at $10.99. Alright, this little Panda Bear miniature tea set I bought for $1.99 at Salvation Army, and it sold for $11.24 in my store-wide sale. I want you to see this next picture though, because it's kind of creepy looking, but sometimes creepy is what sells. These vintage choir boys came in a lot that I purchased at an estate sale from my gal that I go to a lot of her sales. You've heard me talk about her before. They sold for $11.25 plus shipping. This doll I purchased at Salvation Army for $1.99. I did have to text my daughter and ask her who it was while I was at the store so I could look up the comps. I think I had it listed a little bit higher, maybe $14.99, and I took a best offer at $11.99 plus shipping. This purse I got for $4 at my Goodwill. The purses there are always $4. I did have a lot of lower offers around $4 and $5 that I did not accept. I sent out several offers for $11 and eventually had an offer come in for $12 and I accepted that one. This sale was over on Mercari. These LuLaRoe leggings that I've been selling off sold for full asking price of $12. However, I had them accidentally listed with free shipping. Typically, I charge the $4.99 shipping on these. This sale was over on Kitizen. It was a Bambi plush. It sold for $12 and I paid $3.85 for shipping. I haven't quite figured out the shipping over on Kitizen, so right now I have everything there listed for free shipping, but I have adjusted prices to cover that. Another pair of LuLaRoe leggings. These ones sold for full asking price, $12 plus shipping. The leggings that I have sold recently, by the way, are all from the Valentine's collection, so I think that has something to do with why I have so many sales of these in January. Next up is a Toledo sword-shaped letter opener. I did sell this one for $12.50. I believe I had it listed at $14.99 and took a best offer. This one had been in a large lot from an estate sale, so I have very little into it, maybe 50 cents. This Port Marion dish is not one of the ones that's been in the lot that I've been selling off. This one came from my Goodwill. I believe I either paid 50 cents or $1 for it. It sold for $12.80 plus shipping. I think this one sold during my store-wide sale. This Hallmark Barbie shoe tree ornament sold for $12.99. I got it for $1.99 at a charity thrift store, and it did not have a box with it, so I thought $12.99 was a good price for that one. This little miniature kids wherever pan I purchased for $1 at the world's longest garage sale on State Route 127, and it sold for $12.99 plus shipping. This vintage Ainsley bone china cup and saucer made in England I got for either $1 or 50 cents at Goodwill, and it did sell through the global shipping program, and it is going back to England where it was made. This sale was over on Mercari. It's a Stepping Stones Pink Bunny small lovey blanket, and it sold for $13 plus the buyer paid shipping. I had purchased this for $1 at my Goodwill. All of the stuffed animals there are $1. Here's another one of the glass flowers that I bought in a lot at an auction. This one sold for $13.99 plus shipping. These have been selling off fairly quickly. I've only had them listed, I think, for about 2 weeks, and they're selling off fairly regularly. I think I probably paid about $7 for the whole lot of those glass flowers. This Port Marion plate was part of the Facebook Marketplace pickup that I did a while back. I've been selling these off in pieces. This one sold for $14.99 plus shipping. Again, these pieces are all in the profit from the Facebook purchase. This pen was in a large lot of office supplies that I purchased at an estate sale, so I probably have less than 50 cents into it. It sold within the day that I listed it for $15 plus shipping. I did have one small added cost. I put in new batteries, and I think those batteries probably cost me about $1. This Port Marion plate is also from the Facebook Marketplace pickup. The buyer had sent me a note asking about the condition. She wanted to check and see if there were any chips or cracks on the plate. I sent her additional pictures, and she thanked me and told me she was kind of treating herself by purchasing this plate because she already had a cup similar to it and she wanted the matching plate, although she hadn't planned on purchasing anything else. When I went to pull this plate out, I noticed I also had the matching bowl, so I just went ahead and sent that along to her, and she sent me a sweet note back that she was so thrilled and that it was, it made her day. So that made me feel good too. Sometimes I have the opportunity to add additional items to a buyer's purchase, and when I can do that, I do. This vintage Bucilla needlecraft kit came, I believe from an estate sale, and it sold for $15.99 plus shipping. This sale was for a quantity of 4 Yorkville Glimmer light bulbs, and they sold for $4 each, total of $16 plus shipping. I did do combined shipping for this buyer. I purchased about 500 of these light bulbs from my local Habitat for Humanity Restore. They had them listed at 50 cents a piece, and I'm selling them anywhere between $4 to $5 a piece. This Punch Studio Mini Pocket 3x4 journal I purchased a bunch of these for about $2.50 a piece when a Pat Catan's craft store was going out of business near me, and they are selling at $16.99 plus shipping. This is a Wedgwood Wild Strawberry Teacup and Saucer. This is again one of those pieces. I can't remember if I paid 50 cents or $1 for it at Goodwill. It did sell for $16.99 plus shipping. This is a package of new old stock Memorex DVD recording discs. I paid, I think, $1.99 at Salvation Army, and I sold them for $16.99 plus shipping. This Russ Ice Sculpture Snowman is about 3 inches tall, sold on sale for $17.12. I picked this one up at an estate sale for less than $1. This is a vintage HO scale mini tank, and they are for adding to your model train displays. This one was originally purchased at a toy shop in Germany, and it is now being shipped back to Germany through the global shipping program. This is a green onyx marbled votive candle holder from Pakistan. It sold for $19.77 plus shipping. I picked this up at an estate sale. This new in package old stock MTV Video Music Awards VHS tape from 1995 came in a boxed lot from an estate auction. It did sell for $19.99 plus shipping. These two HO scale tanks are for model train displays. They came from the same estate sale that I purchased a large lot of train accessories. This pair sold for $19.99 plus shipping. This is another one of the glass flowers that I purchased from the auction, and this one sold for $19.99 plus shipping. These were profitable right away. I think I paid $7 for the whole lot, and I believe I only have 1 or 2 left. This Seiko Global Radio Wave Control Alarm Clock I picked up at the estate sale with all of the other office supplies. This one, when you pick it up, it automatically turns on the flashlight at the bottom. It was brand new in the box, no batteries. I did test it, and it sold for $19.99 plus shipping. This is a self-pronouncing Bible, King James Version. It does have tabs on the side, and I'll show you that in the next picture. I can't remember if I picked this up at the auction or the estate sale, but it sold for $19.99 plus shipping. Either place I would have picked this up at, I probably only have about 50 cents into it. This book wasn't in great condition, but it also wasn't terrible. I think that it was a higher value because of the tabs on the side. This was a set of Hank Mockle Desert Art note cards. It was a partial set. Some of them were missing. I did note that in the title and the description. They still sold for $19.99 plus shipping. I have to guess at a price on these. There really wasn't anything comparable that I could find, so I'm glad that they sold. These ornaments came from a box that I'm calling the $1 box that keeps on giving. It was $1 for this entire box of mixed items, and I am way in the profit, and everything that I've sold out of there has done very well. So this was a new in box set of 4 boxes, Hallmark glitter hand-blown ornaments, and they sold for $21 plus shipping. This is a set of 2 matching Igorot bust carvings, and this came from the estate sale where I also bought a bunch of office supplies, some train display pieces, and wrapping paper, vintage wrapping paper. So this pair sold for $22 plus shipping. They were in their original boxes, and they did include information about the culture of the Igorot. This is a Poshmark sale for a pair of Miss Me jeans, size 27. I think I got these for $1 at the charity garage sale, and they sold for $22 and the buyer paid shipping. I am trying to get away from selling clothing. It's just not my favorite thing to have in my inventory. So there will be a few more clothing sales, but those are probably going to start dropping off here in the next couple months. This sale here has taught me to pay better attention when I am packaging orders. The buyer messaged me after they received their package and said, "Hey, this is Ken Dunn gift wrap, but it's not the ones that were in the picture. I need the Christmas papers." And I told them just to keep those papers, and I would in addition send the correct papers. So the buyer received 4 packages of wrapping paper for $22.47 plus shipping, and then I had to pay out of that another $4 for the shipping of the correct papers. This large fluffy manatee plush sold for $23.99 plus shipping. I picked this up for $1 at my Goodwill. The stuffed animals there are always $1, so very good profit on that one. I picked this up at an estate sale over the summer, probably for a couple dollars, and it sold for $23.99 plus shipping. I was surprised how long it took to sell. I really thought it would sell faster based on what I had seen in comps, but I am glad that it did finally move on to its new home. This sale was a Lauren by Ralph Lauren linen button front shirt, purple, size 2X, and I used the keyword log and look in my description. This one sold for $24.99 plus shipping. I think I got this at Salvation Army for 99 cents when they had their winter clearance. This sale was a brand new in-package Sonoma Cowboy Western boots set of sheets, and they were flannel. They sold for $25 plus shipping. I picked these up for a couple dollars at an estate sale. This sale was for a set of 6 of the Yorkville Glimmer lights. Again, this is from the lot that I purchased of 500 light bulbs. They sold for a total of $29.94 plus shipping. This sale was an item from a ThredUp men's box, and I believe they averaged out to about $7.50 per item, and this one sold for $30 plus shipping. It is Patagonia, which is very popular. However, it did have embroidery on it that said Atlas Energy, and so I think that brought down the price of it and also slowed down the sale. It took quite a while to sell this one. This sale was over on Poshmark, and it was for a Martha Stewart 3-piece salad set. When I purchased this at Goodwill for $10, I thought it was new in the box, and I thought I could sell it for around $50. After checking on it, it was used, and so I lowered the price to $30. The buyer paid the $30 plus the shipping. If you are just selling hard goods, don't forget you can start a Poshmark account and you can sell hard goods over there. Take a look at their categories before diving in. They do have some limitations. Here's another light bulb sale. It was a total of 8 light bulbs in 2 different styles. Buyer paid a total of $31.84 plus shipping. This sale is a Fenton hand-painted black glass cat, and I did pick this up at an estate auction. This is an auction where my mom and I went, and they had items that they were also giving away for free, so we picked up some free inventory. This one was in a lot of items that I did pay for, and I actually almost left one lot behind. I was going through my list while we were sitting in the car getting ready to go and realized I needed to go back in. So lesson learned, check your list, make sure you have everything you paid for. Here's another piece of the model train lot that I picked up. This is an Airfix HO scale 55-piece station set, and it sold for $35.99 plus shipping. This is going through the global shipping program over to the Netherlands. This lot of yarn was from an estate sale. There are 16 pieces, and they sold for $40 plus shipping. This Vera Bradley hanging travel organizer came in a ThredUp rescue box, fun box. That box averaged out to about $2.50 a piece, and this one sold for $42.99 plus shipping. Actually, no, this one was free shipping on accident, so I did pay the shipping on this one. I'm not sure why I had it listed with free shipping. Either there was a competitive market for it or I made a mistake. This piece of Fenton glass was from the same sale where the black cat came from. I had purchased a lot with several pieces in it. I don't remember the cost of these, but I probably have about $5 into each one. This one sold for $44.79 plus shipping. Okay, this set of plates got returned. My store is set so that the buyer pays return shipping. And this buyer just said that these plates were not the ones that they expected. I don't know what more I could have done to explain the size of these plates. I have the measurement in the title. I have a picture with a ruler next to the plate, and the description for bread and dessert is certainly not the same as a salad plate, which is what the buyer was looking for. So those did arrive back today. I refunded the buyer the purchase price of $47.92. I did not refund any of the shipping. These shoes sold over on Kitizen. The buyer sent me an offer of $50 free shipping. I accepted. I picked these up on the 127 World's Longest Yard Sale at a Salvation Army store for $7.99. So even after the discount and fees from Citizen, I made $35.58 minus the $7.99 is still about a $28 profit, and that is not bad at all. I did not have to clean these shoes. They shipped out easily in a shoebox and were absolutely worth the time and effort to sell them. Alright, shout out to Leroy over at Blood, Sweat, and Sell for sharing information about selling tools. I found a diamond wrench adjustable 12-inch handle and typically would not have given any tool a second glance, but I did look up the comps on this one and knew they were selling about 100. This one was out of the package in excellent condition. I listed it for $99, took a best offer of $85. I have to say, most of the diamond tools that I saw listed as far as wrenches go don't sell this high, but this larger piece seems to be in quite high demand and not very many listed available. Okay, so typically the items I sell are less than $100. This item here surprised me greatly. I purchased this set of a necklace, bracelet, and earrings for $45. I very briefly looked it up and figured at least I could get my money back, but maybe more, and so I went ahead and purchased it. And after doing a lot of research, I probably looked around for about 2 weeks before I decided that yes, definitely I could ask a higher price for this item. It was not listed for more than 48 hours. Sold full asking price of $450 plus free shipping. I did purchase extra insurance from USPS when I shipped this item and also asked for a signature confirmation. I have to say I was just giddy, giggling, laughing, could not believe that I had sold an item for $450. It was beautiful, by the way. The brand name is Boucher and it is very well marked. I used a few keywords in this title description, words like parure and pave and cabochons. These were words that I saw a lot when I was researching this jewelry. At the time that this set sold, it was my highest selling individual listing. However, we did find one item that sold for slightly higher than this one. What we have here is a Chanel gold tone chain belt that also can be worn as a necklace, as it is 34 inches long. This item came from Goodwill and cost $1. My daughter and I were shopping and she handed this to me and she goes, "Man, this is heavy." And it says Chanel on it. And I said, "No way." Well, it did say Chanel on it, but I didn't think it was real. But for $1, I was willing to take it home and look it up. I looked around and I still didn't feel that mine was authentic. So I found a service online called Lollipop, I think was the name of the website, and they authenticate certain brands, and Chanel happened to be one of those brands. So what I had to do was send them a bunch of pictures, close-ups, full pictures, lots of them, and they wrote back to me in an email telling me that it was authentic, and that service cost $25. If I wanted a link to an authenticity certificate online, I would have to pay another $25. And considering that this item had comps in the $700 range, I went ahead and purchased that certificate. That made me feel better about listing this as authentic. Hopefully it helped the buyer make a decision also. This one had some flaws. So I was asking $750. I took a best offer of $500. And I did split the profits with my daughter since she found it. I sent this with extra insurance and also signature confirmation required. The flaws on this belt were that some of the chain links weren't flexible like they should be. They were kind of lumped together. I did include that in the description, and it also was missing a chain. That the little angel on that belt originally was on a short chain and not hooked directly to the belt loop. So there were some signs of wear on the underside where the gold tone had worn off. However, this item was only listed for about 24 hours when I accepted the offer for $500. So this is now my highest individual sale. for an item that I've listed for resale since I started selling back in February of 2020. If you have made it this far, I thank you as always for watching my videos. I hope that you enjoy this. I hope that you have learned something, and I hope to have more reseller content out for you soon.